Good evening, y'all. My name is Mallory Nash, and I am the program manager for CYP. It is my honor to welcome y'all to the 2021 Future 15 and Young Professional Awards, presented by the Schneider MBA program at St. Norbert College. Tonight is possible because of the many folks who invested their time, energy, resources, talents, and so on. So from us here at the Greater Green Bay Chamber, thank you. I'd like to start off this evening by thanking the many people who made this evening possible. First, thank you to our long-term presenting sponsor, the Schneider MBA program at St. Norbert College. Our gold sponsors, the Austin E. Coffran School of Business at UWGB, Green Bay Floral and Greenhouse, North Coast Productions, and Team Crowley Dental. Our award sponsors, KBX Logistics, Nicolay National Bank, PAI Retirement Services. Our silver sponsors, Bellmark, the Cupcake Couture, Green Bay Packers Give Back, Festival Foods, Kerber Rose, and United Healthcare. Our media sponsor, WLUK Fox 11, our advertising sponsor, the Press Times, and our print sponsor, NWTC. Our dessert sponsor, Duck Creek Kitchen and Bar at the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. And of course, our generous local businesses who donated to the silent auction in support of this event tonight in CYP. Thank you. So before we get into the exciting events planned for tonight, we'd like to ensure that all viewers are aware of the steps taken to ensure everyone's safety and comfort. We adhered to social distancing and other health guidelines in producing tonight's event. So enough of me talking. Let's get the show started. I'd like to introduce y'all to our MC for the evening, a CYP member herself, and you may recognize her from the evening news, Kia Murray with Fox 11. Please help me in giving Kia a warm welcome.
Hello, hello, and thank you, Mallory. Being able to host this award is something very special to me. I've called Green Bay home for more than 7 years now. I remember being introduced to current young professionals when I was still in school. And I remember thinking about how my goal was to impact the community in the way tonight's recipients do. So years later, I'm so grateful for the chance to say thank you firsthand. So for each and every person that's recognized tonight and the many more unnamed heroes of our community, congratulations and thank you. Now I'd like to introduce our longstanding partner, the presenting sponsor of the 2021 Future 15 and Young Professional Awards, the Schneider MBA program at St. Norbert College. But first, let's learn a little bit more about their program.
Good evening and welcome to this year's Future 15 and Young Professionals Awards. I'm Dan Heiser, Dean of the I'm Dan Heiser, Dean of the Donald J. Schneider School of Business and Economics at St. Norbert College.
Good evening and welcome everyone. I'm Brenda Bush. I'm with the Schneider MBA program at St. Norbert College. Dan and I are excited to be with you and part of this celebration again. We look forward to this each year. The young professionals in our community are really doing some amazing and significant things. Before we start, we'd also like to welcome back many of our esteemed Future 15 and Young Professional Award alumni that are joining us, and they continue to do their great work in our community.
This evening's Future 15 recipients and Young Professional Award finalists have an undeniable influence on our community. They've committed their efforts to collectively impact both the present and the future of Greater Green Bay. They serve as role models to other young professionals through selfless hard work, collaboration, creative vision, inclusion of diverse thought and perspectives, and by encouraging engagement. Their contributions have been a catalyst for an enhanced sense of pride in our community.
Yeah, absolutely. In my role with the Schneider MBA program, I've actually had the great pleasure of meeting and working with many of you on the screen tonight. Over the years, it's been remarkable to witness your enthusiasm for change and your pride in Greater Green Bay, but witnessing your involvement in our community in these past many months has been nothing short of inspirational. It is your work and actions that has provided much needed hope against a backdrop of uncertainty, undeniable unease, and for many of you, against the backdrop of some new and unique workspaces. You were pulling off all these amazing things. So on behalf of St. Norbert College, I extend a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for believing our community is worth investing your precious time, your resources, your voices, and your belief in the power of many to contribute and transform our one community.
I'd like to highlight the word future in the recognition bestowed upon tonight's recipients. It suggests that there's more to come. All of us will be watching for your coming achievements of those honored this evening. More than ever, our passion, your passion and commitment to improving our Greater Green Bay community are needed in ways we would not have envisioned even a few months ago. It is both your work today and your commitment going forward that provides assurance and hope that great things will continue to happen in our community.
So Future 15 recipients and Young Professional Award finalists, in your future, please continue what you've already been doing. Please continue to seek change, to be voices for those who don't have a platform, champions of inclusion and equity. Keep welcoming those that are new in our community and keep connecting with each other in new and meaningful ways. And please continue to see and nurture and care for our neighbors and friends less fortunate. Continue collecting and dispersing assistance to those that could use a hand up right now. Keep marching, keep voting, and keep advocating. Keep reminding us that everyone is invited to this community's conversations, that all our neighbors bring unique perspectives to resolutions and change. So as you all lead by example, we'll look to you for your continued guidance in shaping our community's future.
We'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge the tremendous efforts of this evening's planning committee.
Yes.
Ms. Mallory Nash, Program Manager of Current Young Professionals, the entire team at Greater Green Bay Chamber, and all of Current's committee members. A special thank you goes out to the judges who spent many hours reviewing the applicants' dossiers, taking on the hard task of narrowing the list to the recipients and finalists you'll see tonight. We also thank everyone involved with organizing this virtual celebration of our new class of Future 15 and Young Professional Award recipients. So let's give them a virtual round of applause to everyone involved.
Yes, and one more special thank you as you're giving that virtual round of applause. A thank you to family, friends, spouses, partners, colleagues that are joining us this evening who have supported our Future 15 recipients and Young Professional Award finalists behind the scenes, serving as their cheerleaders and biggest fans. To them, thank you.
Brendan and I are honored to welcome everyone this evening and to be part of the celebration, recognizing the tremendous contributions this evening's young professionals have so graciously shared.
Congratulations to this year's Future 15 recipients and Young Professional Award finalists. It's going to be a fun night, and now I will hand the virtual mic back over to Kia.
All righty. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, David. On behalf of Fox 11, I am really thrilled to be your host for the evening. And I want to let you guys know we've had so many people coming on to this Zoom call just to watch these recipients get recognized tonight. We're actually going to take just a couple of minutes to upgrade the system so that we can make sure that everybody gets a chance to watch tonight. So bear with us. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Good evening. I'm Pete Petoniak from Fox 11, and welcome to the 2021 Future 15 and Young Professional Awards.
It's presented by the Schneider MBA program at St. Norbert College and Current Young Professionals, a program of the Greater Green Bay Chamber. I'm Rachel Monick.
And I'm Emily Deeb. We're so proud to support Current Young Professionals in the Future 15 and Young Professional Award. It's really a reflection of the excellence found in our young talent here in Greater Green Bay.
Many individuals, from investors to current young professional committee members, to friends and to the chamber staff, have made tonight possible by thinking creatively and going with the flow. And for that, we would wholeheartedly like to say thank you.
The theme this year is simple yet elegant, black and gold. This past year has shown everyone that it doesn't take much to show gratitude, happiness, and thankfulness. Tonight, we will focus on the accomplishments of hardworking, dedicated, and resilient young professionals, entrepreneurs, and businesses. Listening to them as they share their stories, passions, and future aspirations. After a dreary year, we are ready to embrace the future and look to what we can contribute to the Greater Green Bay community.
So let's get ready as we shine a light on our Golden Award honorees and recipients from all of us at Fox 11. Good luck to all of the glowing finalists up for the Young Professional Awards.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Now, many local businesses and community partners made this evening possible. We'd like to share with you who those supporters are and what they do for our vibrant community. First up, we have a local business who you've probably heard of. This young professional himself was a finalist in last year's Young Professional Awards and is one incredible human being. They support many organizations around town, including this event that we're all here for tonight. Let's welcome Tyler Arkins with Green Bay Floral and Greenhouse. Tyler, how's it going?
Amazing. I'm at a watch party, so how could it get any better?
All righty. Well, tell me about yourself and tell me about your business.
Yeah, so my name is Tyler Arkins. I'm the head deliverer of the Sentiments of Life at Green Bay Floral and Greenhouse. And we support and deliver fresh flowers, solutions for people to deliver the sentiments of life. So.
Now, how has business been during the pandemic? I know it's very difficult and it takes a lot of adapting. How have you navigated the journey?
Yeah, so we were really fortunate. Our bread and butter is delivering fresh flowers throughout the Green Bay area. So we were really fortunate. As COVID kind of happened, we really talked to people about sending those special things to their family members, friends, in an effort to try and connect. You know, I think all of us have experienced times where we haven't been able to see our grandma or family members just due to COVID. And so we've been really fortunate that we are operating in a space where we help people tell other people how much they care.
How does it feel to take on that kind of role for the community?
It feels really good. I mean, you know, our job is very unique. We get an opportunity to work with on any given day. There could be a funeral, a baby being born, or a happy birthday. And it's a really unique job. Our staff does a great job of kind of separating themselves from the situation and taking every delivery and every order on its own individual basis.
All right, bringing it back to tonight's event, I heard that you had a special delivery for some of the finalists and recipients tonight. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, we were really excited. We had 4 or 5 delivery drivers out today delivering beautiful bouquets, amazing desserts, and all of the awards for the Future 15 folks. So congratulations to you guys and to the people that I didn't get an opportunity to see myself while I was delivering. Thank you guys so much for everything you do in our community as young professionals.
All righty. Thank you so much, Tyler. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Have a great night.
Hey, we will. We will.
Yeah, definitely.
Another business in
Cheers.
town made tonight possible just so happens to be a member of the CYP ambassador. And when she's not busy with CYP things, you might find her making people smile. Let's welcome Dr. Kirby with Team Crowley Dental. Dr. Kirby, can you hear us?
Yep, I'm here.
Hello, hello. How's it going tonight?
It is good.
And I'm out. Good luck.
Well, you got to see how this goes down with Tyler. So can I ask you, I hear that you are, it's like a dad.
Dental office is a very safe place to be. We want to help you and we want to keep up on your oral health since it's such a huge contributor to your overall health. So, you know, we got more PPE on. You might not be able to see me as well at the appointments, but it's still me behind all the extra protection. And we're getting people in and we're staying safe.
So what made you get involved with Current Young Professionals?
You know, I was born and raised here in the community. And then after school, I came back and just really wanted to find a group to really connect with, people my age, similar interests, and just to be involved and to give back into the community. And it's such a great organization to be a part of. I joined when a lot of stuff was virtual. So I'm so excited for, you know, seeing everyone and meeting more people in person, since mostly it's been over a computer screen. But it's just such a great way to connect to everyone in the community.
All right. And what would you say to not everyone here in attendance tonight, but even just other community members that maybe you haven't met, just about being a finalist for this award?
I think this is such a cool, you know, event opportunity, and congratulations to every finalist. It's such a great, you know, part of the community, and it's so cool to see young professionals doing such amazing things here. So congratulations to everyone, and thanks for letting me be a part of it this year.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Kirby. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
All right. Now, if you're looking for a fabulous dentist, make sure you check out Team Crowley Dental. They'll make the whole family smile. Now, it wasn't too long ago that I was a student at UW Green Bay myself. Our next sponsor in making tonight's event possible is the Impact MBA program at the UW Green Bay Austin E-Conference School of Business. They are a community partner of many within Greater Green Bay, including an employer member of CYP and gold presenter of the Future 15 and Young Professional Awards. Let's learn a little bit more about their MBA program.
The Impact MBA takes the best practices from executive MBAs, then it takes it up a new level. We first look at what problems will the business world be facing, and then let's design courses to make sure our students have the skills to position themselves for success. So our goal is to meet the professional schedule while still keeping it meaningful, engaging in a cohort format. Our program will solve one of the biggest problems that executives are facing today, the fear of being left behind in an ever-changing business world.
All right. Well, hello, Dean Dornbush. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, thank you.
All righty. Well, tell me about yourself and who you are and how you work with students over at UW Green Bay.
Sure. So we're a public regional comprehensive. We're here to provide access for students at the undergraduate level. We're trying to really align our programming with the region's needs. I think we've been doing that pretty successfully lately, and we're trying to expand our graduate programming. And I think the Impact MBA that you just saw is a good example of how we went out, listened to the community, and tried to build a program that really addresses some of the challenges that we're facing as we move forward as a community.
And I like what you said there, building a program. I mean, what does it take to build a program, like you said?
We're a state institution, so navigating a lot of bureaucracy. How about that as a starter? No, but seriously, it's you know, you go out, you listen to the community, you talk to businesses, you talk to prospective students that you're hoping to provide the program for, and then you bring in the faculty talent that really makes it all happen. And that is the key thing, right? It's that interaction between our faculty and our talented students that really make any program successful.
So what can young professionals do by participating in this MBA program?
Yeah, so the first thing we try to do is really design a program that meets the lives of working professionals. So this is an executive MBA program. So we're looking for folks that have business experience, not recent graduates. And we know that most of those folks have families, right? And they're trying to balance busy lives. So it's run over 2 years. We take summers off. There's 3 10-week sessions. Each 10-week session, you meet face-to-face on a Saturday. You take 2 courses at a time as a sort of a cohort. Then you're online for 3 weeks doing synchronous and asynchronous stuff. and then in person again, 10 weeks, you're done, and you move to the next 2 courses and so on. So it's a really flexible approach that we hope makes it easier for students to get those credentials that they want to advance their professional careers.
All right, and for the young professionals that are listening here tonight, where can they go to find some more information on this program?
Well, I think the website behind me is the best place to do it. Yeah, our Graduate Studies Office, the website there has all the information. The Conference School Business website has information as well, or you could reach out to the Associate Dean of the Business School, Dr. Razul Razvanian, and he'd be happy, so would I, of course, to speak to any organization who's interested in partnering with us on our program.
All righty, thank you so much for your time, Dean Dornbush. We'll see you later.
Yeah, good luck to everyone tonight, and congratulations to all the nominees.
All righty, take care. All righty. And now the moment that you've all been waiting for, let's get this evening started by meeting the 2021 finalists of the Young Professional Awards.
Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, tonight, I just wanna take you high. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime, showtime, showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Downtown. Oh, they don't know. Downtown. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Show up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Know to get the color red, the blues. Woo, kill 'em. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so bad. Now, watch me break it down like, 24 karat. What's that sound? Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your pinky rings up to the moon. What y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out.
What an entrance. I don't know about you guys, but that's the first time I've seen that video. And North Coast Productions, you guys knocked it out of the park yet again. Congratulations to all the recipients and nominees as we celebrate their achievements. Now, if you took a look at your program, you'll see the agenda for tonight's event. If you're not sure where the program is, you can view it online, and we'll just go ahead and drop the link to that in the group chat. Many of you took part in the silent auction this last week, which ends tonight at 7. So make sure to get those bids in. We'll announce live, how much was raised once the final bids are in. We'd like to recognize and thank the 53 local businesses for their generous support of CYP and the Future 15 and Young Professional Awards. If you didn't know, fundraisers like the silent auction allow for young professionals involved in CYP to participate at zero or little cost to them, and it supports events like tonight. So if you look in the program, you'll see which businesses donated to the silent auction, and we'd love for you to go out and support our vibrant community. Kendra, if you wouldn't mind dropping that link for us in the chat. Now, we might be virtual today, but I know it would mean the world to our young professionals tonight if you would celebrate them by sharing your excitement in the group chat box. So when your friend is introduced, share your excitement. We'd love to see all those emojis in the chat so we can all see them. Now it's time to learn a little more about our first round of Future 15 recipients. Following their video, we'll check in with each finalist at their watch parties. First, let's meet Ashley Bethke with Greater Green Bay Community Foundation.
I work at the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation, and I really enjoy learning. I get to go out and meet with new people every day, learn about the needs of our community, learn about what people love about our community, and try to connect people with resources to help them make this a better place to live in. I really enjoy listening and learning from other people. I never think that I know all the answers. I always think that it's best that multiple people contribute ideas to a solution to a problem. Just this last year, in response to COVID-19, our team was really on top of things with getting dollars in to help make sure that nonprofits could be equipped to continue serving those most vulnerable in our community. My goal with Give Big Green Bay is really to get out and see the nonprofits, but rather than just getting out and talking with them and taking a quick photo, I really want to experience what they do firsthand. One of the nonprofits that I went and visited was Green Bay Action Sports Organization, Jabasso, and I actually had them get me on a skateboard. How do you skate? How do you teach someone to skateboard? Their whole focus is that kids and adults need to learn that they're going to fail, but they got to get back up and they got to try again. And that resiliency is really important. And it was really just set how, skateboarding can do that for an individual by me actually getting on a skateboard, learning not only how to ride it on the flat ground, but to go down a ramp. It's been just an amazing experience. So I think that's just one example of how I approached community engagement work with the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation. It's really that we really need to have an experience and a relationship with nonprofits when we think about the role that we play in helping them serve our community.
Alrighty, Ashley, how are you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm doing well.
Well, I want to talk about why you're here. I mean, what is your goal when it comes to leaving a community impact right here in not just Green Bay, but all of Northeast Wisconsin?
Yeah, I guess my goal is really that, we make things better than how they were before we got there. And that's really through listening and learning from all corners of the community. You saw some things about Jabasso and kids, but, also work with Kamsa with the Somali community and serving refugees, and the curling club, which is a large population of older adults. And so really just trying to get out and meet people from all walks of life.
And meeting people from all walks of life, I mean, do you see that there's one thing that you would say unites us all?
I think one thing that really unites us all is we all just want to, be happy. I mean, we want to be able to wake up and not have stress, and we want to help those around us also. And so it's just a matter of connecting us and finding our shared values in that, and how we can all get there together.
Ashley, why is it important to you to be a finalist for this kind of recognition?
The importance for me is really to highlight all of the positive things that do exist in our community. Being a part of the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation. You know, we're one role player in that of so many, and previously working at the Greater Green Bay Chamber, and being able to have that support from the Community Foundation with programs that I, you know, helped create and work with teams to make possible here in Greater Green Bay.
What would your words of advice be for all the other young professionals that are really looking to make a difference here?
I would say just introduce yourself and don't be shy. I mean, the one thing I've learned about Green Bay is that you can talk to the CEO of a company and they'll have a conversation with you. It's not like some big city where that's just someone who's inaccessible to you. So you can talk to a number of individuals, go out there, and everyone's willing to pick up the phone and have a conversation. So if there's something you want to make happen, and you're not sure where to go, reach out. The Community Foundation is definitely one of those places where you can have that conversation. And, you know, we not only provide grant dollars, but, you know, we connect nonprofits and individuals to resources and like-minded individuals as well. So we're really about neighbors helping neighbors.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for the kind words, Ashley. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Throughout my career, I have really focused on engaging people in conversations around identity, whether it's race, class, gender. We're really guided by our 4 core values, and that is that the Cassandra Voss Center is a scholarship-driven place. We are grounded in the best practices and academic rigor of women's and gender studies. We want the Cassandra Voss Center to be a welcoming place where people can have these sorts of conversations. We are also an innovative place. We always try to reimagine how we have these conversations and how we do this work. And our last core value is fun, because we believe that delight resists tyranny. We think having fun is a really critical aspect of doing this work. One of the complexities of engaging in these conversations, particularly in a place like Wisconsin or in the Midwest more generally, is that, you know, there's that term Midwest nice. You know, people can be sort of very friendly with one another on the surface, but very sort of disinterested in having more to the heart conversations around really difficult, you know, topics such as racism, sexism, inequality. And I think there's a real necessity for folks in our area to be able to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and recognizing that out of discomfort, difficult conversations, that's where growth happens. One of the thrills about working at the Cassandra Voss Center at St. Norbert College is, even though our sort of primary responsibility is we are this center, you know, for the students, faculty, staff at St. Norbert College, we're also a fairly externally oriented center. We really like to engage and connect with folks in the wider Greater Green Bay area. And so, you know, in the past 2 years with me being at the Cassandra Voss Center, it's been amazing to get to connect with other young professionals in the area who are passionate around issues related to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and really want to collaborate and connect around these issues. So to find other young professionals in the area who want to make the Greater Green Bay area a radically more inclusive and welcoming place, and so to figure out how to leverage the work that we're doing at the college with the other broader initiatives in the community, that to me is some of the most fulfilling work that I get to do.
Hi, Billy. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much.
Hey. Well, congratulations on the recognition. Now, I'd like to ask, I mean, working with the generation right before they go on and take out adulthood, I mean, how is that? How do you navigate some of the challenges that come with really shaping young adults?
Yeah, I would say, you know, certainly the past year has illustrated that a lot of folks want to engage in more conversations around diversity, equity, inclusion. And I think, you know, students at St. Norbert College recognize that, you know, to be able to exist in the world and to, you know, succeed, having hard conversations is a critical aspect of that. So the work that I get to do at the Cassandra Voss Center is really fulfilling, because I think students see it as an integral part of their preparation for life after college.
And like you said, this isn't always an easy thing to talk about, especially on the diversity and inclusion part. How do you forefront that kind of conversation?
Yeah, as you know, was pointed out in the video, the Cassandra Voss Center is a place that's really grounded in our 4 core values. We do work that's scholarship driven, welcoming, innovative, and fun. And that last core value is really about injecting joy into this work. We had a program earlier this afternoon that was really about joy as a source of resistance or resilience during hard times. And, we believe that if we can have fun and also engage people in ways that injects joy into otherwise hard conversations, people are going to want to be back in those spaces on a more regular basis. And that's, I think, critical for this work, because we don't want to sort of stretch people so far in these conversations that they feel like they shut down. The real sort of key is creating a sort of environment where people feel welcomed into the conversation.
All righty. Well, that's all I've got for you, Billy. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
I'm production manager at Infinity Machine and Engineering Corporation in De Pere. I began the engineering path, I guess, when I was in high school. I enrolled and got accepted into the youth apprenticeship program the beginning of my junior year of high school. The mechanical engineering or design side of it was something that I was interested in. I was a mechanical design engineer at Infinity and was able to continue to build that skill set and grow. After that, I took a few years and just grew within the company. I bounced around a lot, got some experience in every single department, and then I ended up taking on the project coordinator role, where I manage the schedule of every project that goes through the system, from basically order date until shipment. That includes purchasing, engineering, assembly, whole level scheduling and capacity planning for everything, for our facility here in the United States and for our facility that we have in Italy. The culture, the people, the owner of the company was heavily involved from the time that I started there. So I learned a lot from him about servant leadership, which is something that I try to emulate, and really how important that is in seeing that relationship and how it helped me grow and trying to pull that into what I do as a leader at Infinity. What makes my job rewarding is the fact that I can go in every day and I can make a difference on something. We've put together a structure and a culture that allows us to make changes rapidly, so we can adapt to changes that customers send our way. I believe at Infinity that we can keep and attract young professional talent by providing them opportunities to grow, working from the ground up through a lot of different areas. I know what it's like to be in the different roles and just trying to always emulate servant leadership in what I do every day.
Hi, Bradley. How's it going tonight?
Very good. How are you?
Good, good. Now you've got quite a watch party here. Can you introduce us to everyone?
Yep, this is my son, Grayson, my daughter, Hadley, and my wife, Kelsey.
Oh, well, nice to meet you all. I've really got one question for you. In your video, you mentioned how important it is that you make a difference. Why is it so important today that you're recognized for doing just that?
I think it's really important. If the people that I'm working with, the people who are working next to me day in and day out, can see that one person can make a difference, they also know they can, by doing their very best, they can do the same thing. They can make a difference in different areas and move into other places within the company, within the community, to just make an overall positive impact.
All right, that's all I've got for you, Bradley. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
I'm an associate professor in the Communication Information Science departments, as well as part of the Women's and Gender Studies faculty. I teach classes in things like radio broadcasting, mass media advertising, teach our Introduction to Communication course. I also teach a survey of gaming class that I designed, as well as other courses like Information Media and Society. I was working in various forms of broadcasting while I was in my undergrad. I worked in television news. I worked in radio primarily. It's kind of hard to really make a break, especially in a smaller market. So I ended up going to get my PhD at University of Oklahoma, and I was very fortunate to be hired as an assistant professor here at UWGB, eventually got promoted to associate professor. In addition, I also run a podcast for the university called Serious Fun, where we look at popular culture through that sort of academic, serious lens, except it's really never all that serious, actually. So I've done a lot of interviews like that, which is right in my wheelhouse of the kind of pop culture and mass media research and study I do. Now, the other thing I'm really proud of is working with our Black Student Union students and just trying to really champion the diversity and inclusivity on our campus and in our communities. I think that's really crucial for not only where we are as a university, but also where Green Bay as a community is going. We are growing so much, and we are bringing so many people from different backgrounds and different identities under one roof. We are becoming a more metropolitan area. And I think that's wonderful. And I think that's one of the things we need to celebrate. I have no time for people who are going to try to be divisive, based on, these arbitrary social distinctions or ethnic distinctions or what have you. I think that we all have something to contribute, and and so I try to bring so much of that into my teaching, my community service, my research, the work I do.
Hey, Brian, long time no see.
Hi, yes, very nice to see you.
Well, congratulations on being recognized tonight. You spoke a lot in your video today, but I want to say, what does it mean to you to be recognized for this kind of award tonight?
It means a lot. It's frankly, it's an honor. Just seeing all the other folks and what they have accomplished and what they have done. It's humbling, but it's also just really a pleasure and an honor to be considered as part of this really illustrious and amazing group.
What do you say to the other finalists that are in the running for the same award?
I wish all of you the best of luck. It's been wonderful seeing what you all are capable of and everything you contribute to our community. So thank you.
All righty. Thanks, Brian. We'll check in with you later.
All right. Thank you.
I went to Wisconsin Lutheran College down in Milwaukee. I got a degree in communicative arts. So it's kind of like 3 minors in 1 major: communication, business, and graphic art, with an emphasis on public relations and marketing, which kind of brought in that whole creativity field to whatever the problem might be. Just think of it from a variety of different perspectives. And then I moved to Green Bay 5 years ago and got a job at the Greater Green Bay Convention and Visitors Bureau in the marketing department. So it was a really cool opportunity to get to know my new city and share it from the same perspective they were also experiencing it. Then I moved into this project that the CVB had been working on for quite a few years, talking about, dreaming about, planning for, and that is building a visitor center for the Green Bay community. We are worldwide known for many things, and football is one of them, and that draws 6 million visitors to our community. And a visitor center will have that much more of an impact on those 6 million visitors. I think the tourism industry kind of weaves itself in a lot of things. And through that, I've been able to weave in and out of many different organizations or many different nonprofits, whether it is Mosaic Arts and helping grow the arts within our community, or Freedom House, so helping the homeless shelter and the needs that they might be having, all the way to being involved with Current, or being involved with helping bring large events to the Green Bay community, testifying to the Senate, to the Assembly, for the betterment of the greater Green Bay community. And I think that involvement means something to me, and I love being a part of it. So the fact that I'm being a part of all of this that's bigger than me has been a fantastic experience. And I think I do it proudly and with great passion.
Hi, Cameron. How's it going tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good. You've got some support here. Well, the first question I've got for you, I mean, in your position, you wear a lot of different hats, and it's quite the task to take on everything that you do. I mean, how do you juggle all of these different kind of responsibilities?
If you're a busy person, then you just stay busy and you want more to do, and it's all for a good cause and a really fun opportunity to get back and be a part of all of those things.
If you could talk directly to people who maybe aren't as familiar with Green Bay or even Northeast Wisconsin, I mean, what would you say to get more people to visit this area?
I think the Green Bay area has a lot of preconceived notions, and most of those preconceived notions are far from accurate. And if you think it's just that beer, brats, and cheese, yes, we have the best beer, brats, and cheese, but it's so much more. And there's a lot of the hidden gems, and what makes this a great place to live, work, and play is for everyone to discover for themselves.
All righty, and that's all I've got for you so far. Thank you so much, Cameron.
Fantastic, thanks.
Good night. What a group of people. Thank you, future 15ers. Let's hear from another business who made this evening possible. Introducing Bellmark. Let's take a listen. Thank you, Bellmark, for supporting young professionals and tonight's event. Now let's learn more about this year's Young Entrepreneur of the Year finalists. Each year, it's important to celebrate young business owners in our community with a Young Entrepreneur of the Year award. And this year, what a time to support small businesses. We'd like to introduce Nicolet National Bank, our award sponsor for Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Let's learn more about Nicolet.
Are you ready for a faster and easier mortgage process? Tap Lending combines the speed and efficiency of technology and people, and a great local bank. The perfect combination for your mortgage.
All righty, now who's ready to meet the finalists? Because I know I am. First up, we have Katrina Magnuson with Ledgestone Vineyards.
In 2012, my husband and I started working to open a small business in Denver, and that was called an urban winery, meaning that we didn't have a vineyard. We brought all of the fruit here. Quickly realized that it was something we were super passionate about and needed to take it a step further. So 105 emails later, we wound up in New Zealand in Marlborough working at a winery called St. Clair. So it was then that we arrived and realized we weren't the only ones with that idea. It's a thing. It's called traveling winemaking. So we spent 6 months in New Zealand making a ton of Sauvignon Blanc. And that's when we checked in with Adam's dad, just saying hello. And one of his coworkers had lived in Greenleaf, where Ledgestone is, and had let him know that there was a winery for sale. And we didn't quite picture ourselves coming back to Wisconsin just yet, but the countless FaceTimes from our little nieces and just kind of we've got family all over the state. So we looked into it further, and Ledgestone was looking better and better every time. So the challenges, I guess, are that every single day, the only thing that's going to happen is the effort that you put into it. So if there's a moment that you decide to take a day off or just kind of deal with that tomorrow, well, there's no one else picking up that slack. It's got to be all from within to really make sure that what your final goal is, you're the only one working towards that. Ledgestone Vineyards is a place to escape. It's located right there on the Niagara Escarpment, and we focus on making really quality wines that aren't rushed, wines that literally with every glass that you have, you can taste our passion. So we hope that anytime you visit Ledgestone or think about a quality wine, it all circles back to us.
Hi, Katrina. How are you doing tonight? Actually, if you could go ahead and unmute yourself, I think you are still muted. All right, let's try that one more time. How's it going?
Yeah, I think
I
they
don't
said
know
it
about
for us
anyone
here.
else, but you are blowing out our speakers here in the studio.
Sorry.
The group chat, just here in the chat, so many people are saying, you know, your business is incredible and you as a person are incredible. I mean, how does it feel to have those kind of words being spoken about you?
It's amazing. And I think that people standing behind me right now are also not only the words, but the faces that go to the support and the inspiration that kind of led us here today.
Well, tell me about who's joining you tonight. You've got quite the crowd.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of interesting that we're able to have a whole group of people that have either been vaccinated or have had COVID, but anyway. So of course my husband and business partner is here and kind of the driver of the evening. So I appreciate that, Anna. And then my mom and dad are up from just down by Beaver Dam, and a ton of other people, ranging from people that have been our mentors, folks that literally have dropped everything to come help us bottle. Folks, I mean, some of our staff members are here. It's really just kind of let's show and embrace this community, and it all starts with these guys right here.
All righty, Katrina. Well, it looks like the community embraces you right back. Thank you so much.
I became an aunt more than about 7 years ago, and I held my baby niece when she was only like 2 hours old. And I just kind of knew I wanted to provide my sister with some high quality images of her babies because they grow so fast, and just kind of took off from there. So I've been in business for about 5 years. I started with families and children, and eventually started doing newborns, which was kind of scary because they are so fragile and tiny, and it is challenging, but when you get that pose just right, it's so rewarding. And then I ventured into high school seniors. It is very scary to be an entrepreneur and not have, you know, like a supervisor training you. So I met a lot of entrepreneurs through the chamber and going to events in Green Bay and just kind of bouncing ideas off each other, how to market. Because when you're an entrepreneur, you wear all hats. I mean, I don't just click a shutter button. I do everything myself. So it's a lot to learn, but it's so rewarding. I have done some nonprofit donations with photo sessions. I participated in the Front Porch Project, which is a nationwide initiative during quarantine to make families feel connected when they obviously couldn't physically be together. So I photographed more than 100 families in Green Bay, like literally 3 to 5 minute porch sessions. And that helped me donate a couple $1,000s to Freedom House. I love what I do. It's weird that I went to school for journalism, the written word. I love the written word, but sitting behind a computer all day, all night, you know, it's not very rewarding. So photography gives me a chance to meet new people, connect with several businesses and nonprofits in our community. One of my goals would be to be like an up and coming elite full service photography studio. I want to be known for offering amazing print products and amazing service for my clients.
Hi, Rachel. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good, good. Well, thanks for asking. No one checks on the host. Well, in your video, what I thought was so cool is that you adapted your business to a crazy, crazy year. I mean, what was it like to be able to give people these captured moments, even if you were as far as the yard away?
That was a lot of fun. I just started out doing like 1 week and just seeing how many families sign up. And then I actually extended it to like 3 or 4 weeks because so many people signed up. And it was fun just to show up and take like a 2-minute photo. And I've heard lots of, especially women, say that it gave them an excuse to take the sweatpants off and do their hair and makeup. So
What are other things that you hear from the families that you get to capture?
They just love that I can relate to their children. I don't have children, but everyone thinks I do because I relate to them so well. But I have baby nieces, and just watching that video and me talking about becoming an aunt just got me all like emotional.
Well, all right. The last question I've got for you, Rachel. I mean, how important is this recognition for you tonight?
It's very exciting. I had a lot of fun doing the video and photo shoots. It's kind of awesome just to be recognized for all the hard work. My husband actually pushed me to do this when I lost my job at a nonprofit. So it's rewarding, and I'm loving my life right now.
Well, thank you so much, Rachel, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I graduated from St. Norbert and actually headed down to chiropractic school. I honestly always knew I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be in the medical field. I knew I wanted to help people. Didn't really know exactly what that was going to look like. And decided to settle on chiropractic. And I went down to Davenport, Iowa. Went to school there for 4 long, gruesome years, and really knew right away that I wanted to work with kids and families. I was always a huge passion of mine, and so I knew I wanted to focus on that. And so I took all of the extra classes, did a lot of extra trainings while I was there, and then landed an amazing internship in Illinois, where I got to work with world-renowned pediatric chiropractors. So I knew I wanted to come back and be close to my family, but I also knew that this area needed somebody like me. They needed an office like me. The kids and families of our community, needed something like this. And so Lux Life, I knew that its home was always going to be De Pere. I knew from little on that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And so coming back to this area just felt like it was an automatic decision. I never really even considered anywhere else. You got to get out of your comfort zone. You've got to take a step on the skinny branch in order to get what you want. And I knew that when I came here, I'd have to hit the ground running. There's a chiropractor on every corner in De Pere and in Green Bay and across the Fox Valley area. And so for that, as an entrepreneur, that looked like 10 to 15 times a week. I was getting together with other business owners, with people and professionals within the community, volunteered, got active in a few different community drives, and really just spread my name as wide and far as I could and just did not stop. And so that just resulted in an explosion of people knowing who we were and wanting to be a part of it. I really hope to continue to spread our wings and take our message to the masses with helping as many kids and families as we can in making sure that they're living their most vibrant life. And I envision a happy and healthy Green Bay.
Hello, Dr. Sadie Broker. How's it going tonight?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Thank you. I'm doing well. Well, one of the things you mentioned in your video is chiropractic, not businesses, but practices are very vibrant in this community. How do you establish yourself from everyone else?
That's a great question. And it's one thing that I definitely, when you, like I said, hit the ground running and open, it's intimidating because you're like, oh my gosh, there's one everywhere. But I just kind of focused in on myself. And I knew that, chiropractic can be something different in every office across the board, but it was going to be what it meant to me in my office. And people were going to be drawn to that. So I just made it a very individualized, personalized experience that echoed me and who I am and what I want to bring to the community in every part of my office and every facet of my office. And so I just really focused on really niching myself into kids and families, because that's my passion, and I just put all of me into it, and it's rippled throughout the community. And if people like what I have to give, then they're coming my way. So that's really been my big difference maker.
What do you say to the families and kind of the feedback that you've just gotten from working with some of the families right here in the Green Bay and De Pere area?
I think that honestly, chiropractic has a rep of really just helping headaches and back pain, which is fantastic. But I think so many families, especially in our community, are searching for something more. And especially for their kids, we're all living in a tough time right now. And to have something that can really help to prevent your kiddos from ever getting to a rough spot, or helping your families keep their health and happiness versus, waiting for it to go wrong, preventing versus reacting. That's really what most people love about our space and love about chiropractic, and what they enjoy so much about bringing their kids and families to our office. So that's what I have to say is, if you're looking for something different, I think that chiropractic could really be, such a great asset to your family's health. And that's what people have to say about it. So we enjoy and love what we do every single day.
All righty. Well, congratulations on the recognition, Sadie. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I really fell in love with Green Bay after spending time in Silicon Valley and seeing how busy and how crazy the businesses are. They burn and they churn and they're constantly pumping up ideas, and there's not really any heart and soul and connection in those businesses. When I moved to Green Bay, I saw a completely different economy built on handshakes, built on relationships, built on stories, built on the way Midwestern people connect with each other. So my photography started to focus on telling those stories of brands so they could connect their personal stories to their ideal audience. My communication style is very direct. I think once someone comes to me to look for some branding ideas, a lot of times they've looked on Pinterest and they see a generic list of 20 shots that every, brand should have. And I go way above and beyond that. It's not about creating imagery that other people have. It's about blazing a trail to create imagery just for you. So I'm on a board of a nonprofit, The Breath of Life, which is an organization that helps families with cystic fibrosis. I'm also on the Women in Business Summit Committee, which is a women empowerment education yearly event that we host and brings in women leaders from all over the Midwest. When I first started building this business, I felt a ton of pressure to build it bigger, build it stronger, scale up, do more. And the more I put pressure on myself to do that, the less I loved doing what I was doing, the less I felt connected to the stories I was telling. So I stopped pushing myself to be quantity-driven business, and a quality-driven business has been my model. It's incredibly rewarding to help other people feel authentic in their own stories, and to feel that they can grow a business based on the quality of who they are and how they connect as a business, and not have to fit that scale up, drive, quantity-driven model that really takes you further away from the reason that you love doing what you do.
Hi, Julie. How's it going?
Oh, it's quite a night here. Thank you.
I believe it. Well, you are surely no stranger to a lot of the risks and challenges that come with being a small business owner. What is the word of advice that you would give to people who want to take on the entrepreneur role?
Wow. Well, I would say the joy of being an entrepreneur is really blazing your own trail. The second you start watching what other people are doing is when you start losing the gold. You lose that connection to your life experience that gives you the perspective that makes you valuable, that gives you value to add to the community. So for any entrepreneur, I would say be comfortable with your story, be comfortable sitting in it, and be comfortable blazing your own trail. Because the second you stop looking at other people is when you really find the magic that you have to offer.
Alrighty, magic indeed. Just looking at some of your work anyway. Thank you guys so much, Julie. We'll check in with you later.
Awesome. Thank you.
We're a performance physical therapy and sports medicine clinic, but what we really do is help people move better, perform better, and then we really see that they recover from injuries faster. I never saw myself as an entrepreneur, to be honest. I think it fits my personality pretty well. I love meeting new people. I love going out and talking. I like putting in the work and seeing results, and if it's something that I really believe in. And if we can help people, I mean, that's what it's all about. And it's a lot, but it's enjoyable. The biggest thing is what we've done is we've gone to local gyms. We do a lot of workshops where we teach people or their members how to move better. I like talking to people. I love having conversations around health and movement and fitness and I mean everything. So it's just a passion, so it's easy to talk about, but spreading the word through workshops, and we've done some online webinars as well, where especially during COVID, everything was locked down. So we did a running webinar for a gym, and then we posted that on Facebook. We opened it up to the public and had a lot of people come through for that. So any way we can get in front of people and help them help themselves is what we try to do. I care. I think people see that I care and I'm hungry and I want this to work. And I truly just want to help other people live that healthy life. And I think that comes off in the way I practice and what I talk about, and with the patients that I work with, I think can see that. I truly enjoy it. I think it's very rewarding, and I'm happy when people are like, what do you do? I'm more than happy to talk about it, and I want more people to understand that you can do what you want. You just have to have a plan, a little bit of hard work, and faith that it's all going to work out, and I take a lot of pride in that.
Hi, Trevor. How's it going tonight?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good.
Now, can I ask, what does this award mean to you? Why is it important to get this kind of recognition?
I'm not really in it for the recognition, but the fact that it helps spread the word around health. Especially now, with the way things have gone over the past year, the one thing that I want on the forefront is to see that you can take back control of your health. And if this helps spread that message, then I'm all for it.
Right. Well, so the people who may not be with us tonight watching these awards, what would you say to them when it comes to prioritizing their health?
Your health is an investment. You've got one life, you've got one body, and it's up to you to take care of it. And find people that support you and support what you're doing and can help get you on that healthy lifestyle, and just jump in and do what you can, because it's your body, it's your life. Make it work.
Make it work. Well, thank you so much, Trevor, and congratulations on the recognition.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All righty. Now, sometimes it's hard to remember that we have so much talent in this here community. Now we have a real treat for you guys tonight, and it just so happens that this treat has many delicious baked goods from scratch to choose from. If you haven't visited the Cupcake Couture in De Pere or their newly opened location near Titletown, it's an absolute must. And you can check in with the owner now. Please welcome the 2019-2020 YE of the Year, Taylor Pierce. She's the owner of Cupcake Couture. Hi, Taylor. How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
No, we can't see your fans, but tell me about them anyway.
We have all the
Taylor, actually, do me a huge favor. Go ahead and mute and then unmute your mic for me. Try speaking again. We can hear you now. Start over.
Perfect. Okay. So we basically have the CYP ambassadors here tonight, doing a viewing on our projector here, and just really rooting on Josh, because he's our leader for ambassadors.
Alrighty, well, this recognition isn't new to you. What do you say to the finalists of this year's award?
Trevor and Go Girl Power. Man, there's so many girls this year. That is awesome. Congratulations. It is such an honor to just be accepted for this award. So really cherish everything that you guys got so far.
Alrighty. Any last words that you want to say, Taylor?
Thanks for having me. Come visit me.
We will. We'll have to satisfy that sweet tooth. Thank you, Taylor.
Thanks.
Well, you guys can go down right to Cupcake Couture yourself and grab a treat for you and your pup. That is right. She even has dog treats. Now, moving right along, let's get to the next award presentation. The Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award is presented by Nicolet National Bank. Tonight, Trish Worth, personal banker, will represent Nicolet and present to the 2021 recipient. So it's about time we find out which finalist is YE of the year. Let's check in with our folks on the scene and see how things are going. Now let's check in on Mallory. Do we have Mallory?
We do. We are here. I would like to introduce y'all to Trish Worth, who is going to tell us a little bit more about Nicolay National Bank and why they sponsor this award. So give me a second.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Trish Worth, and I'm a personal banker at Nicolay National Bank. Nicolay Bank is proud and honored to sponsor the Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award. As an organization, entrepreneurship is a part of who we are so much that be entrepreneurial is one of our 5 core values. We are pleased to serve and support the entrepreneurs in our community. We often refer to an entrepreneur as that individual taking a startup idea with passion to follow through, focusing on the goal without fixating on the specific issues. This next level of entrepreneurship is more than being just a business owner. It's their servant leadership, which supports our neighborhoods, connects our communities, and strengthens our economy. The group we are recognizing tonight possesses these characteristics. They were willing to take a risk as an opportunity for growth. Their dedication, vision, and sacrifices make the greater Green Bay area a better place to live, and we are grateful for those efforts. This year's nominees inspire us and encourage us all to find our own entrepreneurial spirit in the work we do on a daily basis. Their example and leadership show us that small yet powerful actions we take every day have an extensive impact into our communities. Nicolay Bank is delighted to present the Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award to a local business owner or owners whose accomplishments go beyond the bottom line. This year's nominees include Dr. Sadie Broker with Lux Life Chiropractic, Trevor Foker with MVMT Performance and Rehabilitation LLC, Julie Guile with Julie M. Guile Photography, Katrina Magnuson with Ledgestone Vineyards, and Rachel Phillips with RP Photography, Baby and Family Portrait Photographer. Congratulations to this fine group of entrepreneurs. Thank you for the positive and long-lasting impact you make on our community.
All right, so we are gonna head there, y'all. Are y'all ready to find out? Oh, put your seatbelt on. That's really important. Can y'all hear us?
We can hear you.
All right, we are just right outside. We literally have been, we're not gonna have a 10-minute delay this year, y'all. We're gonna be on time. I'm turning my video off because, as you know, we're driving. All right, my nerves are going.
Way to go.
I'm a little bit nervous. And I shouldn't be, but hey.
Not as nervous as the finalists, though, I'd assume.
Probably. All right, we're pulling up now. I don't know if they have any clue.
Oh, we might be losing Mallory.
All right. We're getting out. Woo!
Oh, we've got some guesses in the chat. We can't spoil the surprise yet, though.
Ready?
Oh man, I wish she was unmuted so we can hear Katrina's celebration. They do. Oh, how exciting. Our group chat, if you guys aren't checking it out, it is flooded with congratulations. Katrina, if you can hear me, go ahead and unmute yourself. We want to hear you.
We're in the moment.
Hello, congratulations. Now I have to know, were you guys peeking out the window to see who was driving up?
No, literally, I was like, we would be able to see them. It's all good. Everyone, all the finalists were lovely. Like it's all history. But no, it's yeah, no, I didn't see anybody. You guys were good. You took your life.
Well, congratulations. There's nothing but grins across the room. How does it feel?
No, this is wonderful. I think it's always been, you know, Adam actually made me a magazine last year when I turned 30, because a goal of mine was always to be 30 under 30. And well, that didn't quite happen, but he made me my own magazine. So that was really pleasant of him. So this is just a year short. And yeah, I'm kind of speechless now because I totally wasn't expecting this.
Well, congratulations again, Katrina. Well deserved, well earned. You guys all take care and have a good night and celebrate.
Yeah.
Congratulations again, Katrina. Now, I was told next year, when we're all able to hopefully gather in person, the Future 15 and YP Awards party is happening right at Ledgestone. So we sure cannot wait. Again, congratulations to all the YE finalists tonight. Your work is so, so, so important, and it makes this community thrive. We're very proud of each and every one of you and your accomplishments. Now, at this time, we'd like to recognize another long-standing supporter of the Future 15 and Young Professional Awards. It's Festival Foods. Let's hear a message from them.
More than 70 years ago, we at Festival Foods began serving this proud state, building strong relationships founded on trust, compassion, and our unwavering commitment to ensuring that you and your family feel at home every time you visit Festival Foods. It's times like these that remind us that family and home are what truly matter most. So we're using this moment just to let you know that Festival Foods is here for you, because family always looks after family. Be safe, Wisconsin.
Now let's bring it back to our next round of Future 15 recipients. First up, we have Cassandra Erickson, who one is a personal friend of mine, but she wears a lot of different hats, including Green Bay Rights for All organizer with American Civil Liberties Union.
In 2015, I became really overwhelmed with the feeling of helplessness. So me and one of my best friends from high school decided that we wanted to start an environmental charity, specifically to help educate the next generation about a lot of climate issues that we can very easily tackle today with a little bit of community effort. So that's when the beach cleanup started. That's when we started a tree planting project, supporting community gardens. In 2020, I started a microplastic study to see how much microplastics were being polluted in the Fox River and essentially how much we were pushing out to the Bay of Green Bay. I was elected to local office in 2020. What a year to be elected. Very proud and very excited to serve my hometown district. So I actually did work with the Human Rights Campaign as well as the ACLU, which was amazing because in this day and age, it's really become clear how many disenfranchised voters we have and all eligible voters that feel just absolutely excluded from the democratic process. So being able to empower LGBTQ people to engage more with their representatives and maybe even possibly run for office one day has been just a highlight of my year. And working with the ACLU, especially with our criminal justice reform efforts here in Green Bay, really opened my eyes to a lot of opportunities that we could be spending more time and energy on. My goal has always been to empower other people to run for office. So even if, you know, my future as an elected official is uncertain, I'm hoping that, you know, my story and my experiences will make the whole process seem just a little less daunting and encourage people to really want to get involved and share their voice and their passions and, you know, what they want to see for our community.
Hello, hello. How is it going this evening?
Oh, I am so happy to be here with you and everyone else that has been nominated. I am so excited.
Well,
I'm
we're
just gonna
excited
fangirl
for ya.
for a minute.
Well, no worries. I mean, talk about your impact on the Northeast Wisconsin community. I mean, like we said, you wear a lot of hats. How do you juggle all of these different responsibilities?
You know, if there is a need, you fill it. And I've just always insisted that if there is that opportunity and that opportunity has been given to me to make a difference, then I'm gonna try and do my best and encourage others to as well.
What does this award mean to you?
Oh my goodness. This recognition is just absolutely heartwarming in so many ways. I am just completely overwhelmed and full of love, not only for my community, but everyone and every nonprofit, every organization, every single person who has joined me in this journey to just make a difference and increase the quality of life for every single person in Brown County.
All righty. Well, best of luck to you, Cassandra. We'll check in with you later.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I graduated from St. Norbert College, and while I was there, I worked at the financial aid office, where I got a lot of experience in customer service related items and new hires. And then I joined Kerber Rose while I was a sophomore in college, and that's my full-time position now. So I joined as a human resources intern and slowly started taking over things like recruiting, benefits, enrollment, and a lot of things I was able to carry into a full-time job after graduation. So I'm now the lead recruiter for 13 office locations within Kerber Rose. I work a lot now with nonprofits through my role with Current Young Professionals, and that's something that I never got to do in any of my previous organizations. So the Green Bay community definitely hits home to me, and it's just nice to be able to do something to help the people of the community here. So I work a lot with supportive urban projects. I've been a captain of that task force, and right now I'm working with Give Big Green Bay. So I'm the main point of contact for the nonprofits for some of our learning sessions and after 5. So Current Young Professionals is one of my main ones. I'm also involved more in the Shawano area on the board for Junior Achievement. I think I was nominated for Future 15 because of really just like my drive. I feel like I have been very driven so far to get this position with Kerber Rose, a position that I absolutely love and can see myself at for years to come, but also for my volunteering and my community involvement as well. I think it's important for young professionals to truly enjoy the Green Bay area, to want to stay here and to want to work here, because that is the future of Green Bay. They're going to maybe open businesses. They're going to be the next employees at your businesses. And looking at like a perspective of being a recruiter too, of course, I want to make connections with these people in hopes that I can help them find their dream position as well.
Well, hello, Catherine. How's it going? Oh, and remember to
Okay, we're unmuted now.
Good. Well, congratulations on the recognition. Now, can you talk to me about human resources and just what you do? I mean, this is something that you can do anywhere. Why Green Bay?
Yeah, I love human resources, first of all, because there are so many branches to human resources. Like, I feel I truly get to do so many different things and so much of what I love. And I am from the Green Bay area. I went to college at St. Norbert. And as you can tell, my whole family's here and lives in the Green Bay area. And so, I would never want to leave my home. I love this place. And I also have been very blessed to find a great employer who allows me to do what I love.
All righty. And how's it feel with not only just being recognized for this kind of reward, but then also getting to experience it with your family sitting right there behind you?
It is amazing. I have never felt more supported and more blessed to just be in the position that I am in life right now.
All righty. Thank you so much, Catherine. And again, congratulations.
Thank you.
I I am the Director of Sales and Marketing at Thornberry Creek at Oneida. I was offered a job with PMI Entertainment Group. I worked then with Shopko Hall, Brown County Arena, and the Rush Center to do a lot of their expos and internal events. Following that, I found a new opportunity on Broadway, and I was their event and marketing manager, and that led me to where I am now. One of the things that we're doing at Thornberry Creek that's new and exciting and kind of brings me back to what I knew that I fell in love with is the event planning, and it's the internal events that we're working on. So there's a community at Thornberry Creek and around it with their neighbors that are looking for a place to do things. And yes, we're a golf course, but we can also do yoga for golfers and winter beer gardens and summer beer gardens and fall fests and all of these other things. And so that's one of the pieces that I get to work on right now. And it's allowing me to still be creative and connect with the community. And I'm still doing what I really enjoy doing. But really where I've found myself to be the most connected is within the veteran community. And Fourth HUA is an organization. It stands for Helping Out Our American Heroes. Obviously very veteran focused, but focused on the families of the veterans as well. A big goal is veteran suicide. It's a very big issue in that community right now. And so we're working towards fighting it with different programs and services that are available. When I got involved with Fourth HUA and their mission, it truly has pushed me towards knowing that we are creating a sense of community for these people and it's making a difference. So being able to create what I know works well and is good for people out there is exciting to me.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, good. Now, who are you watching with tonight?
I've got my family, a few friends, and certainly my young ones. We hear a hi here. So it's been a fun night here with a lot of noise.
All right. And what does this recognition mean to you?
This is big. This is very important to me for many reasons. You know, it's been not a long career, but a few years of working hard towards making my professional dreams come true. But I'm a mom now, and that's very important to me to make a difference and continue, you know, they're young yet, but continue to do good things and kind of set an example. So it's definitely nice to have this recognition.
All right, and setting a great example at that. Thank you so much, Chelsea. We'll see you later.
I went to school at UW Green Bay and I studied psychology and human development. And in my junior year, I got the opportunity to take an internship working for the Future Phoenix program. And that really changed my whole trajectory. I ended up really loving it and working with a lot of underserved populations at Preble High School, where we started a group where we talked about how to access college. Through that experience, I got to know a lot of undocumented students in our area, and I became really passionate about affordable college and accessible college for that group. I sought a master's program abroad, and I studied human rights in Ireland, where I focused explicitly on the right to a higher education or the right to education for underserved and undocumented populations. And then that led me to working in a refugee camp in Greece, where I worked with Syrian youth, helping them access education at the camp, and then looking at opportunities for them once they transition to the next country. After I finished my position in the camp, I came back here to Green Bay. Then I got introduced to the Somali population that is here in Green Bay. And through that work, we founded a group called the United Resistors, which focuses on education and empowerment of Somali females in our community. I now work for the Green Bay Public Schools as their first ever community schools resource coordinator. And this position has a lot of human rights in it. I'm really passionate about education and access to education for all, and breaking down whatever barriers exist to help make that possible for those that want it. I don't need to go with the flow necessarily, and I'm okay standing out and calling for some of that change that I'd like to see in our community. I love the relationships I've been able to make with the students that I've worked with. It's what gets me up in the morning to watch the students I work with start to achieve the dreams that they've set for themselves is very powerful and very moving. And to be able to be a small part in that journey for them is all somebody can ask for.
Hi, Diana. How's it going? Oh, go ahead and mute and then unmute yourself one more time. It's silent for us on our end. Can you mute and, oh, there you go. We can hear you now. Well, one, congratulations on the recognition, and you're very education focused, obviously. Why is that so critical in a community, not for just young people, but everyone?
Well, it opens up doors. It changes people's lives when they can get a quality education. They can really reach their full potential. And I believe so strongly in that opportunity. I'm very moved and I'm emotional with my family and friends beside me tonight. And I have some of the resistors, the authors of the book here with me tonight. And it's just so inspirational.
Well, thank you so much, Diana, for taking the time to be with us tonight. And again, congratulations on this recognition.
Thank you, Kia. Thank you.
I've been with Nicolay for 3 years now, and first started in consumer loans, helping people process loans and getting everything taken care of on that side for the client and the customer. But then also now I've transitioned into our wealth management department, and there I'm the lead trader for our firm. There's a lot of opportunity to be able to help coach and develop people. And something that was instilled in me right away was making sure that the team that I was responsible for was always appreciated, but also had the tools and the information that they needed to be able to do their job. I had an advisor with the Student Government Association that I was a part of at my alma mater, and she really instilled in me how to be a leader, and more of the actual process-based stuff. You know, what does it mean to be timely with your work? What does it mean to be able to follow up? What does it mean to develop relationships with people? How to get stuff done? When you think about leadership, ultimately we're responsible for all of these people. They're in your control. It's not about managing people, it's about leading people. In Green Bay, we have a ton of unbelievable young professionals. And what's important for that relationship with the community is to make sure that those young professionals feel involved in their community. When you really think about the basics of life, what are we here for? And it's here to serve others, whether it's at the workplace, within organizations like Current Young Professionals. I'm there to serve them. There's nothing really else to say than that's what drives me, is to make sure that people feel like they have an avenue to contribute to the organization, to the greater Green Bay region, but also as the leader, being able to serve them.
Hi, Joss. How are you tonight?
Kia, I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for checking. Tell me about what this recognition means to you.
It means a lot. You know, to be a part of a group of so many talented people, it's really humbling. I really appreciate all the people that nominated me. I appreciate the people who reviewed out the applications, and I'm just incredibly grateful for the opportunity.
What do you say to the other finalists?
You're all pretty crazy, awesome people. I don't stand a chance tonight, is honestly how I feel. And I think that's a really cool problem to have for me, because it means a lot to our community. The young professional voice is really loud tonight. It's remarkable the people that we have in our community that contribute to such a higher purpose. And I'm really proud to be a part of this group. And I just, again, everyone, congratulations. It's so cool to be a part of a group with you.
Great. Thanks, Josh. Don't count yourself
Thanks,
out too soon now.
Thanks, Kia.
Thank you. Young professionals are just amazing people. Thank you, Future 15ers. Now let's hear from two additional businesses who made this evening possible. Introducing Kerber Rose and United Healthcare. Let's take a listen.
Kerber Rose is your local full-service firm in Wisconsin and the UP, serving a variety of industries including manufacturing, construction, retail, and restaurant franchises. We offer tax, audit, payroll, technology, wealth management, human resources consulting, and succession planning services. Contact Kerber Rose's knowledgeable experts at www.kerberrose.com to discuss your organization's needs. We look forward to becoming your trusted advisor.
The more care you put into something, the better it will be. It's why you put so much into everything you do. And it's why United Healthcare has so many ways to take care of you, like supporting your physical and mental health, helping make sure you're not surprised by prescription costs, and connecting you to care whenever you need it. Because like you, United Healthcare knows what care can do.
Thank you, Kerber Rose and United Healthcare for supporting current young professionals and the Future 15 and YP Awards. Now it's time to present another award, companies who support and empower young professionals to be their best, both professionally and personally. They're the very reason these companies are up for the Next Generation Best Place to Work Award. I'd like to introduce our award sponsor, PAI Retirement Services, the presenter of the Next Generation Best Place to Work Award. Let's learn why they support CYP and the Future 15 and tonight's YP Awards.
You look after your future self every day. Retirement planning can be just as rewarding. Copilot by PAI provides the tools you need to bring your retirement savings to life, translating account balances into your years of retirement, providing encouragement and inspiration along the way. Day by day, wherever life leads, plan for retirement with Copilot by your side.
All right, now let's meet the finalists, shall we? First up, we have American Tent.
We've put a lot of time and effort into working on both our values and then also our operating norms. And so the difference for me is values kind of defines like what type of people and what your organization stands for, while your operating norms are how you want to treat each other. We probably overinvest in hiring and have people interview with way more members of the team than they really need to. And a lot of them are things like taking someone out to lunch, and sometimes maybe an interviewee doesn't even know they're being interviewed, but it's just to understand if they fit the cultural vibe. You want to make sure it's a kind of a two-way street in that direction. You want to have the right person in the right seat. The right person lives your values, and then the right seat. You don't always get that right the first time when you bring someone into the organization. Lots of times, someone who's coming right out of college, I didn't know what I wanted to do until I was in my 30s. I don't expect that they would either. So we have some leadership rotational programs. Being the right seat is you get it, you want it, and you're capable of doing it. For me, being a good entrepreneur and a good leader is leaving things better than you found them. That was something that was passed on to me from my grandpa. I prefer to work with spaces that are underutilized or maybe heading in the wrong direction. So we're working right now with our developer on the East Town Mall, taking a space that since I moved back, the city has been talking about how difficult it's been to develop that property. And so we're going to take it, we're going to put commercial real estate up on the front and then hide ourselves in the back and do all of our manufacturing out of there. The scaling up of our team has allowed us to promote a lot of individuals to team leads, to group leaders. So it's nice to hear from them how much they enjoy coming to work. I wouldn't want to have a business where people have a case of the Sundays or a case of the Mondays, right? You want people to want to show up to work, enjoy what they do, take pride in their work.
Hi, Tony. How's it going tonight?
Tony is not with us. The American Tent team is sadly without our leader tonight. Tony is in an airplane.
Oh, well then, I wish him safe travels. I mean, tell me, you guys, what is it like working for your business?
Oh my gosh. Working for American Tent is amazing. It's a roller coaster. Every day is something new. From Tony, we've learned that to be a visionary is to just lean into change and embrace the different things that are happening every day and to pivot when you need to pivot.
All right, pivot indeed. Well, thank you guys so much and congratulations on the recognition.
Thank you.
Kerber Rose is a very close-knit organization, and I think as we continue to build on the relationships in the community, we have a strong focus for our team members to be supportive of the communities that they live and work in, and that translates very much to the culture and what we're all about at Kerber Rose in terms of providing the support and resources that we can to our clients. A lot of work done in local chambers of commerce are happening across all of the area in northeastern Wisconsin as well as in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, but also certain activities and things that we Recycle Fest is a big one for us, that we provide services to have our employees come in and bring in electronics that we can recycle. There's a wide variety of things that we do within the local communities, raking for, certain organizations and people within communities. So there's very small things that each of our local offices do to really help support and build those relationships. We've gotten some really great feedback from our staff this year in terms of the support that they felt from Kerber Rose and how that's truly impacted the way they could continue to support their clients, but also be present and manage all of the changes and things that were happening at home as well. I think this would be just a phenomenal way to cap off a really amazing year for us in the midst of some really challenging times, and it gives us the opportunity to showcase what we can provide to our clients, both the people and businesses across the area.
That's very good job. Well representation for both of you.
Yeah. Really good job, man.
Well, hello, Kerber Rose team. How's it going?
It's going great.
Tell me what it's like to work for Kerber Rose.
I'm a little biased, but it's a phenomenal organization. We have great people, and we just try to make it better and better every day.
All righty. Well, thank you guys so much, and congratulations again on the recognition.
Thank you.
Our mission is ultimately to help people live healthier lives and to simplify the healthcare system. One of the cool things that I love about the company is that we have our values, but then we have principles. And the principles of the organization allow us to build on the values. One of our principles that we talk about often is the shadow that we cast. So whether you're a tenured employee or whether you're in a leadership position, you're always having to be aware of the shadow that you cast. And so culture ambassadors have the opportunity to connect with each other regardless of their tenures. We give them opportunities to be able to connect with each other, have conversations about what are some best practices that they're doing. Are they able to figure out an improvement in a job process? We really encourage employees to take an opportunity to volunteer. And so we actually give them 16 hours of paid time to volunteer on their own time. And then in addition to that, once they've reached a milestone of 30 hours of volunteering, our company will donate $500 to a nonprofit of their choice. We have different lines of business that really attract different individuals. Here at our Green Bay location, we have individuals who are in customer service roles, individuals who are in sales roles, individuals on the background from operations to workforce and even management positions. And so as a company, we do a lot in regards to making sure that future employees know these different lines of business so that they can, if they're interested in the position, we can make sure that they find out about it. We have an Inclusion and Diversity Council that has a commitment to ensuring that we have diverse individuals at various levels and including leadership as well. I'm pretty excited the fact that we're a finalist for this award because we as an organization get an opportunity to share what our culture is like. Maybe most people didn't realize that we had such a big focus on culture, or the fact that we didn't have a big focus on inclusion and diversity. This is a pretty exciting opportunity that I think hopefully a lot of individuals will look at United Healthcare a little bit differently and realize that we are more than just a health insurance company. We're actually doing something for individuals and impacting people in the community as well.
Hello, hello. How are you guys doing tonight? Can you hear me? How are you guys doing?
We're good. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for checking. Well, tell me, what is it like working for United Healthcare?
So I'm gonna take this one. So United Healthcare, literally I've been working here for almost 6 years, and until I found the culture when I walked in the door, I was instantly hooked. The compassion, relationships, integrity, innovation, and performance, those are our big five, and we carry those out in everything we do every day.
And those big five are the very things that got you guys recognized tonight. So
Yay.
congratulations on the recognition. We'll check in with you later.
Awesome, thank you.
Well, we have some phenomenal businesses in this community, that is for sure. Before we reveal the recipient of this year's awards, though, let's see what this honor meant to last year's recipient. Please welcome Nicolet National Bank, Eric Witzak. He's the Executive Vice President of the bank. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Do me a huge favor, Eric. Go ahead and mute yourself and then unmute yourself for me, and let's see if that works.
How's that?
I can hear you. That seems to be the trick of the night.
Yeah, so the whole concept of a young professional, I'm 50 years old, so that's been a long time ago.
Not so many people would disclose their age so fast, so power
Yeah,
to
that's fine. I have nothing to hide.
Well, what was it like receiving this award last year?
I think the big thing for us is it really was a validation that we're walking our talk. You know, a little over 20 years ago, in November of 2000, we started the bank, and we had a concept that the three circles, the employees, the customers, and the shareholders, everybody could win in that equation. We don't have to pit everybody against each other. And from a banking standpoint, when you're dealing with something that is, a lot of people commoditize it, what's the best price? We really have tried to show really how we matter in this community, not only with our money, but with our time and how we work with our customers. And I think it just really validated who we are and what we are, and we're real proud of it.
What's the words of advice that you would give to this year's finalists?
Well, first off, you know, and you heard before, our core values, one of them is be memorable, be entrepreneurial, be responsive, be real, and be personal. For every single one of you that have been considered a finalist, you guys have hit it. Somebody noticed. You've been memorable. You matter. That's the biggest thing I can tell you is everybody wants to matter in their job. It's a big thing at Nicolet. We require our people to make decisions. It's not easy on everybody, but you guys matter and somebody noticed, and you should be damn proud of that. Oops, I know there's little kids on there. Sorry I said that word, but.
No worries. Thank you so much, Eric, for your time tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, Kia. Have a great night, and congratulations to everybody. It's awesome. I'm excited to be in Northeast Wisconsin with this type of energy and talent that I've seen tonight.
Okay, well, let's keep that energy. Good night, Eric.
Good night.
Well, the Next Generation Best Place to Work Award is presented by PAI Retirement Services. Representing PAI is Krista Makos, Organization Development Advisor. Are you guys ready to find out who this year's recipient is? Because we're about to catch up with our folks on the ground. Let's try to get in touch with Mallory and Krista. Mallory, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can. What's the news?
So I'm about to flip around my camera and let y'all hear from Krista herself.
Hi, everyone. So the Next Generation Best Place to Work Award is presented to businesses that demonstrate a commitment to developing young professionals providing work-life balance, valuing generational differences, and attracting and retaining young talent. On behalf of the PAI Retirement Services staff in De Pere and across the US, it's an honor to sponsor the Next Generation Best Place to Work Award. As a former award recipient, we can tell you how truly meaningful it is to be recognized for these values and efforts. The finalists for the 2021 Next Generation Best Place to Work Award are American Tent, Kerber Rose, and United Healthcare. I feel like we're on a secret apps mission.
We are.
The award.
Okay, so we are going inside. We're probably going to lose y'all because the service is really spotty, but bear with us, okay?
We will bear with you indeed.
All right, we're walking in. I'm going to mute myself just for a second.
Gotcha. We'll be patient. Oh, everyone's so eagerly waiting.
So now y'all can, oh God. All right, I'll turn mine off because y'all's is better.
Yeah, y'all keep yelling. So you just get to speak now. What would you like to say? Are we?
We saw lots of feet for just a moment.
Okay, good. Well, thank you so much. We're so excited at United Healthcare to win this award. As you can tell from everyone behind me, we are super proud and excited to be employees of United Healthcare. Sam talked about our cultural values, integrity, compassion, relationships, innovation, performance. I'm kind of nervous right now, but I'm like so excited. So, you know, really that's how we look at everything that we do. It's how we recruit, retain employees, and it's a really great place to work. We foster engagement in the culture of family and community. So thank you very much, and thank you on behalf of all of the Green Bay employees.
Congratulations, guys. Well deserved, well deserved. All right, well, congratulations again, United Healthcare. Now let's bring it back to the remaining Future 15 recipients. First up, we have Joshua Loritz, Senior Community Relations Coordinator with Family Dental.
I started studying poli-sci and Spanish, and I knew that Spanish was kind of something I wanted to incorporate, just, you know, being able to communicate with such a large population of the world. And here in Green Bay, really, the Spanish-speaking population is very underserved. So kind of seeing where I can bring that into my career path and just kind of helping people. I've always wanted to kind of, you know, serve the world in some way. So I guess it's kind of been my motivation. My day-to-day is really, you know, bringing my company, my dental company's message to the population and the services that we provide. So how can we connect the community with dental services that's affordable, basically? So we serve a lot of the Medicaid population here, a lot of non-insured individuals, patients who pay out of pocket for their dental coverage, and a lot of patients that haven't ever had dental, you know, care in the past. A lot of my approach has been, you know, joining coalitions, networks of human services, getting connected with food pantries, food banks, any kind of, you know, volunteer event, things of that nature. And then, you know, just connecting one-on-one with people. It's been kind of astounding that we have patients coming, you know, 2 hours just to see us at our office because they don't have those resources in that community, but they've somehow heard of us and they're coming all this way. So it's been really great. I think being young, people are curious as to why you're doing what you're doing. You know, why aren't you living in some big city? Why aren't you just traveling? You know, why is it that you're doing this specifically? And I think a lot of the young people here have the same answer. I think we just genuinely want to make our home a better place. A lot of, you know, young professionals here, they were born and raised in Green Bay. So they want to kind of give their experience back to the community and just watch it grow from where it is now.
Hi, Joshua. How's it going tonight?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for checking. Who are you watching with today?
So I'm here with my best friend, Senya Spellman.
Hi, I was actually the one that nominated him after seeing all the hard work he did for our Green Bay community. So I'm so excited to see that he made it to this final round that is so deserving.
True friend right there.
Yes, absolutely. As you can see, I'm very lucky.
Well, what does this award mean to you?
To me, this award really is just, you know, amazing recognition. And to me, it just reinforces how great of a support system I have here in Green Bay. You know, between the friends, the professionals, I think we have such an amazing community. And to recognize so many, you know, great and talented people is just so empowering.
Why is your business special?
I think Familia Dental really provides such an amazing service to people who wouldn't otherwise have this. So we serve, you know, Medicaid populations and populations that don't have insurance. So to be able to bridge that gap and really give that healthcare to people who deserve it, I think it's just like very inspiring.
All right. And clearly that work is not unrecognized, Joshua. Congratulations on the recognition.
Thank you so much.
I'm from Green Bay, grew up here. After high school, I ended up at Loyola University Chicago. While I was there, I was very involved on campus, just fell in love with being part of large events, building campus community. And part of that stemmed from my freshman year. I really struggled to engage on my community and I felt really alone. I remember one day thinking, I'm in a city of millions of people and I feel like nobody connects with me. That, I think, was an experience that really kind of drove my career path. I see my role as creating spaces for people and, you know, asking what is it that people need to feel comfortable, to feel themselves, and to thrive. What we tell our students when they come on to campus is that our role is to help them connect, to help them succeed, and to be their coach while they're at NWTC. I work with students that are eventually going on to that 4-year pathway. So a big part of my job is asking them those big picture questions of, well, what do you want to do with your life? How do you want to impact your community? What does going to school mean for your family? Helping them understand what is that purpose? What is that passion? What is that meaning? And connecting their school and their education to those bigger questions of their lives. I've not had everything in my life work out for me, but at the same time, I have a distinct and abundant amount of privilege. I think that there is a responsibility for me to use that privilege to open doors, to help bring other people to the table that may not have a voice, to shine a light on the people that may not necessarily be invited into the spaces that I'm invited into automatically. Part of my privilege is to bring those people to that table, bring those stories to that table, uplift them, support them, and also believe them.
Hi, Katie. How's it going tonight?
Hi, Kia. Good. How are you?
Good, good. Well, just watching your video, you said a lot about privilege, which I'm just going to lay it out how it is. That's not easy to talk about. So how do you front that kind of conversation, and why was it important to include it in this space?
You're right. It's not an easy thing for us to talk about. And at the same time, I think because I am a white woman that does carry a lot of privilege, it is my responsibility because I'm aware of it. I've developed that awareness through my education, through my work, and through the experiences that I've had, that I am aware of it and now know that I need to use that privilege responsibly. And so it's not an easy experience always, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it shouldn't happen.
What's the kind of impact that you want to have on not just Green Bay, but Northeast Wisconsin as a whole?
Oh, again, more than anything, I just want to show up. I want to show up for the people in this community, just like they show up for me, just like my family who's right over here, and all the people that are watching today, are showing up for me. So I think it's this give and take. I I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful for everyone that is part of my life, and I want to give that back.
Well, congratulations on the recognition, Katie. Thank you.
Thank you, Kia.
My title is Marketing Communications Manager, and I work for Bellmark. Bellmark is a packaging, printing, and converting company. So they do pressure-sensitive labels, folded cartons, and flexible packaging. So anything that you see in a grocery store, basically, we can print it. I'm currently in the graphics side of things, so I work with major pre-press houses that work with like Walmart, Walgreens, Target, Home Depot. I work with their art team to make sure that the art that they're giving us is printable and it will look good on our presses and then ultimately look good on shelf. I sit on the board for Big Brothers Big Sisters. A lot of their fundraising obviously is done in person for really cool events that they do, but now everything is virtual. So I've been helping out on the fundraising committee for that and the marketing on that. It's kind of like a game. It's a competitive nature. I'm very competitive by nature, but when you see the give back from Green Bay is a great community, and you see the generosity, especially during COVID times, and you see people are willing to help the community. It's like building that network and finding other people that are also generous, and you meet the people that are affected by it, and then you hear what the money can do, and you hear what your efforts can do, and how good of stewards they are for the efforts that you do. I'm very active in the community. I am not afraid to go to an event by myself. I'm not afraid to go to something that out of my comfort zone or something I have no idea about, and getting involved and just asking the questions, what do you do? What kind of events can I help with? What kind of, where do you see hardships, or what kind of people can I talk to? And maybe the network that I've built might help them. So I think I'm a very pushy go-getter kind of person, and I like to build a network, and I think that's a beneficiary to the community.
Hi, Kim. Who are you watching with tonight?
Can you hear me just fine?
I can hear you crystal clear.
Perfect. I am here with some of my friends and friends of family and all kinds of people.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. Now, one of the messages, I'm looking actually at the chat as people post their support for you, and one of them stuck out to me. She said that you give 100% in everything you do. How does it feel to have those kind of words spoken about you?
It's very nice. That I'm assuming that was Kirsten, I think I saw. But it's very nice to hear. Like I kind of said in the interview, I just like to jump into anything and I try to give my 100%. So it's nice to hear that from other people as well.
Then what does this award mean to you personally?
It's funny because a lot of people always make fun of me and say that I do ridiculous things and try to figure out why I get involved with so many things. And it's nice to be recognized for it. I don't like the spotlight, as many people know, but it's nice to be recognized for it sometimes, I guess.
Well, thank you so much, Kim, and congratulations on the recognition.
Thank you.
I work at Golden House, and I'm the Grants and Outreach Manager. I went to UW-Stevens Point for my undergraduate degree, and I graduated with Family Life Education degree. And then I joined the AmeriCorps for a little bit, and I served at Habitat for Humanity. And then I went to grad school at Texas Women's University, where I graduated with my master's in Family Resource Management. I wanted to do something a little bit different and use my degree to its fullest. So I actually already knew some people at Golden House. I reached out to them and I became their prevention coordinator there. So there I worked with youth in our school districts, in the community, and in all of the colleges. And I brought new educational programming to our area to learn about healthy relationships and to prevent domestic violence. I think the love that our community has for Golden House really helps me be successful in my role. If it wasn't for the support of our community, I don't think we would be as successful as we are. My goal for 2021 is to address the barriers of child therapy. There's not enough children's therapy in Green Bay, especially free. I have goals for every year lined out probably until 2030 but I'm just taking it one year at a time. I feel like the work is never going to stop. I feel like there's always something more that we can do for our community and more that I can provide to our community, the greater Green Bay area, whatever that might be. It's always going to be changing, but I feel like we can always do something better to serve our clients. I think I just like to give back and do things for others. Every place I've worked or interned, I'm always doing things for other people to help them better themselves. So I think ideally just being able to teach people the skills that they can then use to be self-sufficient is really my ultimate goal.
Hi, Marissa. How's it going tonight? You're still.
Hi, guys.
Go. Well, tell me about who you're watching with.
I have my family here, so I have my husband, and then all my parents, and my grandma, and then my little boy's right here as well. He stayed up to party with us tonight.
Well, hello and welcome. Marissa, can you kind of tell me about what this award and recognition means to you?
Yeah, I mean, I was at first like blown away that I was even honored for the work that I do. And I actually view this as not an award for myself. It's an award for Golden House and for all of our staff there. It just shines on the work that we all provide and the support that we provide for our community. So this is for everyone at Golden House and everyone that serves victims, not just myself.
How important is the work that you do?
I mean, the services we provide for our community are so valuable. We're addressing the needs of domestic violence victims in Brown County and surrounding areas. And if it weren't for the work that we were doing, we wouldn't be able to help those victims lead a safer, healthier life. Hi, buddy. He wanted to join. So, I mean, I credit all of my work to my family, my friends, and to Golden House.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, Marissa, and congratulations again for the recognition tonight.
Thank you.
In my job, I am project managing a federal grant, and this grant comes out of the Department of Justice Violence Against Women Act. So I'm overseeing gender-based violence prevention on campus. My journey has been local. I was born and raised here in Green Bay. I went to college at St. Norbert. While I was there, I did an internship concurrently at Brown County Health Department and then at the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Brown County. And that's where I really developed my love of not only public health, but then a systems approach to looking at how do we solve issues in the community. I would say that we're solving the issues in the community when we are showing kindness to others. And I don't mean the kindness that comes with Midwest Nice. I mean the kindness that comes deep from within your soul. When you are able to show an empathy towards others and be able to take your own personal agenda out of the equation, and you can really sit and listen to what someone is going through and try and get into their shoes as much as possible. So that comes about by having very diverse voices at the table. Sometimes confrontation is good. If it's done in a healthy way, it leads us to a better solution than if we just had a lot of people sitting around the table saying, that's great, let's do that. Let's all be in agreement on something. Discord, disagreement, I think leads us to the better solutions for our community. I think the biggest lesson that I've learned in this job so far is that we all have an obligation to help others in our community by using our voices, because there are people that are tired, that are fighting the good fight day in and day out, and they need our support. And so that's where I see my role, and all of the people on campus that are supporting that, that's where we see our role in the community.
Hi, Meredith. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hi, Kia. Doing really well. How are you?
Good, good. Well, I actually want to talk about something that we just mentioned in your video. You talked about not just Midwest nice, but true kindness. And this is after a year where it was really easy to get caught up in being divided. Why was it so important you spread that message?
It was really important because I think that, like I said in the video, that's where we get to the most change in our community. We all start from a place of respect and kindness for one another. We're really going to be able to listen to what our community actually needs and how we can be a better help to everything that we need to do to make Green Bay the best place that we can make it.
And it's clearly a work and an effort that did not go unnoticed. What does this award mean to you?
It's an incredible honor. Like a number of people I think have mentioned, it's hard to be in the spotlight. We do this work just because it is so meaningful to us and we love this community that we live in. And so to have all of our projects and our initiatives recognized is just it's an incredible honor.
All righty. Well, congratulations again on the recognition, Meredith. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Now, last year's ceremony involved many surprises, including the recipient of the YP of the Year having zero inclination that it was her. She was watching from home, then the cameras were in her neighborhood, and then they were at her front door, and she was in complete shock upon realizing that she was the recipient. So let's welcome Heather Mill back and hear about her journey this past year. Heather, how's it going tonight?
Good, good. Thanks for having me again this year.
Well, take me back to last year. I mean, what was that experience like? Rehash it out for us.
Yeah, total shock. So I'm very excited to watch the faces on tonight's surprise to see how the reaction goes. I think like someone said earlier, I honestly didn't think I had a chance because there were so many amazing nominees and so much good work being done, that it was just an honor to be in that class of Future 15. And like tonight, it could be any one of these amazing Future 15 honorees. So I'm very excited to see who gets the surprise tonight.
What would you say to not just the other finalists, but even to anyone else that would like to be in the running for this award?
Yeah, go for it. I think that there's so much amazing work being done in our community by young professionals all over. So I think that, put yourself out there, be willing to share your story, shine light on the good work that's being done in our community, the organizations that are making that work happening, the young professionals doing it. I would just say, put yourself out there, put your story out there and share that with the community.
All righty. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck and congratulations to everyone.
I'd like to congratulate all Future 15 recipients and finalists of the Young Professional of the Year. We are so very proud of you. Now, I'd like to take this moment to thank Northcast Productions for their creativity in producing the awesome videos that you've been seeing tonight. Let's hear more about Northcast Productions now.
North Coast Productions and Made You Look, two creative communication studios that together make the powerhouse of North Coast. From simple graphics to complex 3D animations, we do it. From food to people to products, we love it. Live events from 50 to 5,000, we got it. From why to how to yes, we understand. The expertise of the West Coast, the creativity of the East Coast, right here at North Coast.
Now for the last award of the evening, let's learn more about the Young Professional of the Year Award sponsor, KBX Logistics. Let's take a look. Now, before we get to announcing our final award recipient, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Congratulations to all the finalists. This is your night to shine, and we are very thankful you are a part of the Greater Green Bay community. Now, representing KBX Logistics, Emily Donegan, HR Business Partner, will present tonight's award, the moment we've all been waiting for, though, the 2021 YP of the Year. Are you guys ready to find out who this year's recipient is? Because I know I am. Let's get ready and check in with Mallory and Emily. Mallory, can you hear us?
I can. Can y'all hear me?
We can. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. It has been a very busy evening, but thankfully we are about to conclude this evening. I would like to introduce y'all to Emily Donegan. She is representing KBX Logistics and is going to let us know a little bit more about why they support this award. So give me just a second. I'm going to turn around my camera.
Hello, everyone. KBX Logistics is proud to sponsor the Young Professional of the Year Award, as this gives us an incredible opportunity to celebrate one of the many individuals whose dedication and outstanding achievements are contributing to the overall quality of life in the greater Green Bay community, the community we are proud to call home. Young professionals are an integral part of our team. Their ingenuity, passion, and willingness to adapt enables our business to grow and create value across supply chains for our customers, shippers, carriers, and society overall. We sincerely thank Current and the Greater Green Bay Chamber for providing resources and opportunities that foster the professional development of our area's young professionals. Green Bay is a special place, and Current Young Professionals is just one reason why that is the case. The Young Professional of the Year Award is selected from the pool of future 15 recipients. The honor is presented to an individual with a demonstrated commitment to the greater Green Bay area through civic and business involvement, especially during the past year. The recipient will possess values consistent with those of Current, including unwavering responsibility to the community through involvement with local organizations that elevate the overall quality of life in greater Green Bay, and our ability to attract and retain young talent. So in just a moment, it will be my pleasure to present the 2021 Young Professional of the Year Award on behalf of KBX Logistics.
All right, y'all. So we are going to head over. I'm going to mute myself and get my team. We're going to go headed to this person.
All righty. Well, we'll be sticking here, Mallory.
So I think they know we're here. And they're screaming.
Oh, I can hear the screams myself. I couldn't even wait till you got to the door.
Let's go! Yes.
My goodness.
Oh.
Thank you very much. This is very shocking. I was very much rooting for everybody else, okay? I am in competition with so many wonderful people. And it gives me a lot of faith that I know we have lost Becca. Just a little move that. It gives me faith that Green Bay has a really bright future because we have wonderful people in this community doing wonderful things. And that I can team up with all of you that were nominated with me, and that we can make a brighter Green Bay. It's really, really, really inspiring. Oh my goodness, there's so many people here.
Wow. Well, lots of support on the ground, that is for sure.
Yeah. I came back to Green Bay after getting my master's degree abroad, and I really thought I wasn't going to stay. I thought I was ready for bigger and better things, and then I discovered that there's a lot to do at home, and there are a lot of really good people to partner with and work with, and I have been really blessed to be part of this community and to bring my talents to the work that I'm doing. has brought me joy every single day. And I'm so thankful to have the team that I have here with me and my family by my side. I couldn't be more grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is so good.
Well, congratulations again to Diana. Let's give a round of applause to all the finalists and recipients for the 2021 Future 15 and Young Professional Awards. Congratulations again. You all are very deserving of this recognition. And thank you guys watching at home for spending the evening with me. It's been a pleasure hosting, and I hope to do it again next year, maybe in person. And now we'd like to conclude with a message from our program manager, Mallory Nash.
Oh, all right, y'all. So I'm trying to get to a lot so I can read. But on behalf of Current, bear with me, it's cold out here. So on behalf of Current, I want to thank our fabulous EMC, Kia Murray. You did amazing. Thank you so much. I love you so much. You just rocked it. You were awesome. I want to congratulate all our award recipients. You are a true inspiration to me and the work we do within CYP. We are so proud of everything you have accomplished. Please celebrate with your loved ones and enjoy this moment. You truly deserve this recognition, and congratulations to everybody. Every single one of y'all are amazing. On that note, I want to thank our evening sponsors, especially this year. It's been tough on all of us, and we are very grateful for your generous support of the Future 15 and Young Professional Awards. Thank you to tonight's presenting sponsor, the Schneider MBA program at St. Norbert College. They've supported the program for many years, and we are thankful to continue that partnership. Our gold sponsors, the Austin E-Conference School of Business at UWGB, Green Bay Floral and Greenhouse, North Coast Productions, and Team Crowley Dental. Bear with me, I gotta flip the page. There you go.
Hey, Mallory, while you're flipping the page, this is Eric Van Den Heuvel on behalf of the Chamber. Certainly thank you to all the sponsors. Congratulations to all the award recipients. I also want to make sure that we shout out Mallory Nash, our program manager for Current. Certainly this would not be possible with her leadership. And so we're really appreciative of what she did to pull this night off and to see all the happy faces. So thanks, Mallory.
Thank you, Eric. That was so kind. I would like to also thank our award sponsors, KBX Logistics, Nicolay National Bank, PAI Retirement Services. Our silver sponsors, Belmark, the Cupcake Couture, Green Bay Packers Give Back, Festival Foods, Kerber Rose, and United Healthcare. Our media sponsor, WLUK, oh my gosh, I can't say this, WLUK Fox 11, our advertising sponsor, the Press Times, and our print sponsor, NWTC. Our dessert sponsor, Duck Creek Kitchen and Bar at the Radisson Hotel and Conference Center. Lastly, CYP would not be where it is today without the supporting of our sustaining partners. Thank you to Green Bay Packers Give Back, Imperial, Prevea Health, and the Schneider MBA program at St. Norbert College. We hope you enjoyed the program and will consider nominating an individual or business for future awards. Thank you for your continued support of Current. We hope to see you at next year's Future 15 and Young Professionals Awards. Thank you, and I hope everybody has a really great night.
Thanks, everybody.
Woo!